Little did Jo Wagstaff know at the time, but her decision to take on a part-time coaching position at Whitworth College in 1985 would change the course of her life. And the decision that changed her life also impacted the lives of more than 100 young women who played for her during a 30-year coaching career. In the late 1970s, Jo had been the #1 player at Washington State for 2 seasons during a 3-year career with the Cougars, and she was well known in the Spokane tennis circles as one of the top players of her era. In 1985, Jo was pregnant and on break from nursing school. She took on a tennis team at Whitworth that lacked much talent but had heart. The Pirates did not win a match her first year, but she learned which schools to schedule the following year to build her players' confidence and gain a little bit of success. By 1987, using many of the same players she inherited, Whitworth became one of the top teams in the district, and Jo was named the NAIA District 1 Coach of the Year. Katie Stoudinger played for Jo from 2007 through 2010, and 10 years earlier had watched her older sister Joelle excel as a Pirate player under Jo's leadership. She knew Jo's coaching style as well as anyone. Katie says, "Jo is such a calm and steady force. Her demeanor never changes. If we were playing great or playing poorly, she was always cool in the moment. We felt like she was always on our side, and her presence and coaching style was exactly what we needed." Jo coached the Whitworth women's teams for 30 seasons. Her teams won 326 matches, which still ranks 27th on the all-time list of most career victories for D3 women's tennis coaches. The Pirates won 5 Northwest Conference titles during her tenure and played in the 1997 NAIA National Tournament and in the 2009 and 2010 NCAA Division III tournaments. She was the conference's Coach of the Year 3 times and the District Coach of the Year once. In 2009, Whitworth ended Linfield's record 106-match winning streak. Current head coach Rachel Aldridge was the top player on that team. Aldridge says, "Of course, Jo treated that match like any other one. Just another opportunity to try to play our best tennis. In the end, she did not act surprised that we won." Jo's coaching philosophy was simple. She wanted her players to look back at their time as Whitworth tennis players as the best experiences of their lives. Even though no 2 players will look back at the experience for the same reasons, she treated every one of her players as a unique individual with distinct needs. President Scott McQuilkin, whose term as athletic director overlapped much of Jo's coaching tenure, says Jo's coaching career is a model for what one would hope for an athletics program beyond the results on the court. That success is seen in the great number of players who remain in contact with her, who consider her far more than just a coach, whose lives were impacted by her counsel and presence, who years later consider her an important friend. By 1990, Jo had started applying her quiet leadership skills to the Whitworth Athletics Department as Assistant Athletic Director, first under Jim Ferguson and later under Kevin Bryant, Scott McQuilkin, Aaron Leach, and Tim DeMont. She served in that role until 2019, overseeing the Pirate athletics budget and providing leadership in the area of gender equity. She helped the school navigate the addition of softball, golf, and lacrosse as varsity sports, and also the transition from NAIA to NCAA Division III. Whitworth Heritage Gallery member Warren Frederick says, Jo was always upbeat and positive. Even when a coach might be over their heads managing the team's budget, she never panicked and was always solution-oriented. During that period, Jo provided invaluable leadership to the department while serving 2 stints as interim director of athletics. Rachel Aldridge says, in everything she did, Jo wanted her team and the department to be successful and the culture to be great. But her own ego was never part of that. In total, Joanne Wagstaff gave 34 years to Whitworth Athletics. Now fully retired, Jo and husband Bill stay active following the lives of their 3 children, Scott, Lindsay, and Ryan, and their grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, for her commitment to her players as individuals, for the honor she brought to the school as a coach, and for her leadership within the athletics department, the Heritage Gallery Selection Committee is proud to present for induction today, Joanne Wagstaff.